The other day, one of my students asked me what my advice is for working with physical issues. She has a client with allergic reactions, some skin patches that are very, very itchy that have not been relieved from the traditional medications. And the client themselves have worked through it medically. There's nothing acute going on. It's just an ongoing allergic skin problem. And so the reason why I gave you that much information is because that information is really, really important. So the very, very first thing that I tell my students is that if their clients have any physical issue, to make sure that that issue is not acute, meaning it didn't just happen out of the fly, that there is no emergency thing, that it has been seen by a medical professional and assessed to ensure that it's nothing that needs to be treated sooner than later. You know, if a client complains of abdominal pain and it's very new, it's very acute, turns out they have appendicitis or a gallbladder attack, you want to prevent those things, right? Because hypnosis ain't going to help with that. And so if it is long-standing, like for example, the client has had these investigations, there's nothing acute, it's not a gallbladder problem, it's not a diverticulitis type problem, it's not an appendix problem, and they're even medical professionals are saying, I don't like, just rest or something, right? And they're looking for traditional ways because the symptoms still exist, then this is definitely where hypnosis can be very, very helpful. So make sure for any physical symptoms that your clients present to you, they have done the work to investigate the problem first. You don't want to get stuck with someone who does have an acute reaction, not know about it, and it being very detrimental to their health moving forward. So safety is key always for you as a hypnotherapist and also for your client, most importantly. So once that is out of the way, I pretty much, there was obviously some nervousness, which is very, very normal, but I pretty much told her the same thing that I would say to everyone, which is the allergic reaction is just a symptom to a problem. No, I did not tell her that allergies are usually from this, that they got neglected when they were a child, or because they are going through this, so look for this. I don't say that because that is purely guessing. I have no idea who this client is, and it is actually unfair for me as a trainer to say that and assume that about someone, even though some trainers will do that. Not here, because I don't know the person, and even my student won't know the person, right? The really, really best thing to do in these sessions is just to use the principles, which for her, she already knew because she's part of the program, of just asking her about the problem, how it is affecting her life. And based on that answer, this is how we start to get to that deep layer answer. Now, for her specifically, her client had already said that it is itchy, right? And her skin is very, very itchy. What is an itch? An itch is an unconscious process, is an unconscious moment, is what we call it. This is already an unconscious response. So what I suggested is that do the regular thing in your hypnotic interview. What is the problem? And if she mentions the itching, jump on that right away and use the tools that you've already learned. For example, the emotional trance method, which will work very, very well for this. That is how you are going to help her with it. Focus her attention on that unconscious process already, which is the itch. The itch, it'll be a metaphorical itch that she can expand and help her client with. And because of that, because she is going to place her attention on that, the real root of the problem is going to manifest itself. And that is what the client will need to see and hear or feel or whatever they do with it in order for them to resolve the problem. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes. But that would be my 2 cents with regards to how to help any physical manifestation client. So that one was about itching for you. If you have a client, say, coming in with the abdominal pain, maybe IBS type symptoms, and they feel cramping. Cramping is also an unconscious process. So put their attention on it because the answer is within that moment. There is a reason why the client's nervous system, the client's unconscious mind is making them itch. There is a reason why a client with abdominal cramping is getting the cramping, right? There is a message that the unconscious mind is presenting or wanting that person to pay attention to. And if that gets ignored time and time and time again, the body will talk louder and louder until we listen. And this is what we help our clients with, right? We help our clients explore these signs and the different messages and the languages that their unconscious mind communicates with so that they can help resolve the problem. And this is really and truly the amazing work that we do, right? And definitely possible to help clients out with it once you know what to do, once you know how to effectively put your client's attention on it, which is really just keep asking them about it. You have itchiness in your hand. Okay, so what's the itchiness like? Is it always there? Like, is it always itchy? Asking them those questions and really helping them find that answer is going to be the best thing for them, and have fun with it, right? Don't take everything too seriously. And that's probably going to be one of my biggest caveats too. Like, don't stop taking yourself very, very seriously. Yes, physical issues and even pain can be quite interesting and can be quite challenging at times, but only if you tell yourself that. So if you start approaching your sessions with a lot of fun moving forward, even these intense, sometimes physical issues, then that can make a really big difference, and the client is going to appreciate that more. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Make sure you like and subscribe if you found this helpful. And I will see you later. Let us have a massive impact together, one conversation at a time.